Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mysteries of Westgate. Last episode we had a very silly quest involving hamsters and ferrets. Yeah. Now let's take a look at this inn here that we happen to find. What was it called? Bent Mermaid Bent Mermaid? Okay. Patrons. Well, there's a couple people with names here. Let's start with the bartender, Glarm. Glam? Glarn.
What is it you're here for? Well, speak up. Spirits? A room for the night? Talk, maybe? I should warn you that talk is all that's free here.
Heard any good rumors lately?
Here for the talk then, eh? Fine. I've heard some things someone like you might be interested in. Garrett, the treasure hunter. Pretty famous half-elf, you know the one. Well, he came in here just a little while back and let slip that he's discovered some secret temple here in the Arena District. Apparently, he's looking to hire on some muscle. Do you know Okozol, the importer of exotic goods in the Harbour Loop? I saw her a few days ago. She looked a little banged up. Not sure what that was all about. No, I don't want to get involved, especially if it's a matter of competition or business politics. Oh, we should check on her. You've spoken with Salty Jack? That man don't be a veritable riot. He's dumb as a rock and poor as a beggar, yet somehow seems to know something about everything going on in Westgate. That's all I've got. Or at least that's all I feel like telling you right now.
What about goods? Brother to buy. Okay, nothing too special here. And can't sell anything for any money. Any good rumors? Just the same things. Farewell. Darien Sweetheart Willows. Also, oh, that is nice! Very much like the display there. That's very pretty.
Half-elf, care to hear a ballad? A true tale of sadness and sorrow, guaranteed to coax tears from the driest of eyes, and to touch the hearts of even the most calloused of individuals. The fee is a modest one. Only 1 gold piece.
Tell me your tale, good bard. The bard clears his throat and begins to sing, his voice clear and rich. Pardon me if I just read it, I don't think I'm that good a singer.
2 lovers once lived in the city of Oz, a man and a woman whose love reached the stars. He was a paladin true as could be, and she was a priestess, Hor, her deity. Together they unearthed a terrible plot. The danger was real, but weak they were not. They repaid blood for blood, yet they ventured too deep. When cowardice trumped faith, both were doomed to death's sleep. A curse one did speak with her last dying breath. Her killer soon after did join her in death. And even today, on the coldest dark nights, we hear her beneath us, her screams causing fright. Does she cry for her lover, or for absence of light?
The bard sighs sadly and takes a small bow. For a moment you could have sworn you saw moisture welling up in his eyes, but then he blinks and looks away, and when he turns back, he is smiling once more. Thank you, good bard. That was a sad ballad indeed.
I am glad you enjoyed the ballad, half-elf. I would be happy to repeat it for you any time you wish.
Thank you. How about this Sammy Horngold?
Hello, traveler. My name is Sammy Horngold. I welcome you to the city, but it's not mine.
How do you know I'm not from Westgate?
I saw you debauching the sea serpents. Not that I'm nosy, mind you. I was just down the docks looking for work when I saw you talking to some roughnecks. None of my business, but I couldn't help but notice when the black-haired lady cut them down.
What you saw wasn't anything noteworthy, no. Certainly nothing to be talking about in a crowded bar.
Oh, I don't doubt you had the right of it. Those hooligans were night masks, I'm sure, and night masks are no good. They're just as bad as pirates, and if there's one thing I hate, it's pirates.
Sammy Horngold seems an unlikely name for a deep gnome.
My real name is Sambi Bevelven Helstarkar. For some reason, surfacers don't seem to like that name so much, so they started calling me Sammy Horngold. So what do they call you?
Alawith Narakan.
Aluith Narakin, huh? That's an interesting name.
Why are you out of works?
My last captain sold his ship to a raider here in Westgate. The new owner offered to take on the crew as well, but I turned him down. I decided years ago I would never hire on with a pirate, not since my tour with that scurvy dog Galandero. Unfortunately, it's not easy finding work on an honest boat these days. Since I'm small and no good for lifting, people aren't inclined to give me a chance.
Sammy, tell me about your tour with the pirate Galandero.
Oh, did I mention that I sailed with Galandero? You won't spread that around, will you? The man isn't much loved around here, and I know firsthand why. It was only a 3-month tour of the Dragon Coast, but I saw enough violence and debauchery to fill a lifetime of nightmares. The worst part was his first mate, Rabid Red. He was a bugbear. A bugbear, I tell you. I saw him bite a man's face off one time for skirting his duties. He didn't split the flesh out either. I was lucky I was small and spent most of my time below deck. I kept out of sight, and when I slipped away at the next port, no one came after me.
Why are you out of work? We already got that. Sammy Horngold sees it. Oh, damn it. Why aren't you at the Black Eye Tavern? It's closer to the docks.
Oh, that's where I started out, but the owner kicked me out for running up a tab I couldn't pay. Honestly, I didn't know they expected me to pay for the drinks. I thought they were just being kind.
Really?
I swear the days of the city are a mystery to me. The sooner I'm on a boat, the better.
I must be going. You don't know how,
I'm leading?
You seriously don't know how
loot for this.
commerce works. Trade. Success not possible. If you had one more point, probably when we level up you'll be able to look in there. We'll keep that in mind, because it's actually a lock we can pick. Ah, there's a chest here to investigate. Can you pick this chest? I'd be interested. Can you get in? Hey, you got in. Plain shirt, leather gloves, leather boot, and 3 healer's kits. Well, it's something. Let's get out of here. I don't think there's anything else for us here. Okay, moving on then. Let's see. Curious what's in this circular area here. We'll explore from the top. Noble priest, commoner, noble. Let's take a look in here. Doesn't appear. Oh no, there's a door. Let me guess. Locked and we can't get in. The door is barred from the other side. Renara, don't even bother. That's a priest. That's a priest. That's a commoner. That's a commoner. Can't imagine what you and I would have to talk about. You there! Hail! Allow me to speak with you. Give me a moment of your time. Okay. Psst, you there! How would you like to sign a petition in protest of a great injustice? What petition? What injustice? The council! I'm trying to have them recalled. They're all crooks, so I say we vote them all out. And just how do you think you're going to vote out the council? There's no vote. She looks around with conspiratorially and leans in with a whisper. That's what they want you to think, What's that supposed to mean? These people will always triumph, of course. Now are you in or out? Fine, you convinced me. Excellent! You just made a difference in the city, I tell you. You can be proud of yourself. Now excuse me, but I need to get some sleep. Fighting the system is absolutely wearing me out. I'd imagine so. Give Yankee... Huh. Is there any way to get into this arena? I mean, I see the arena. Is there no way to fight in it? Westgate always needs some muscle and the pay is good. If you're looking for the City Watch, sir, they're just down the street. Doesn't look like there's any way to actually fight in the arena, which, well, that's unfortunate. Well, there is. We can take a look in here. Sort of. I don't think we can. Can we actually get in there? Oh, we can. Oh, there's the way into this park location. Sure, let's take a look. There's a building up there. Take a look around. This episode may be primarily exploration and the like. So if we click here, a small sign on the door reads, "The winery is closed for renovations. Please come back later." Noted. So it's a winery, is it? Okay, this looks like a crypt.
If you need something looted, I'm your woman.
Can't unlock that door. Ornamental rock. Can we get in there at all? You have to go out that way in order to get there. Oh, looks like this is going to be a little bit of a run. Oh, I see now. That's how we get in. We're just going to run around to this old place. Noble. This is completely locked up. What is this place?
I'm leading? I think I deserve an extra share of the
Renara,
loot
can
for
you
this.
unlock this one? I'm gonna guess no. Nope, specific
I
key.
can do that. I am certain.
And I'm guessing there isn't a way around. In fact, that's the edge of the map. Okay then, moving on. Doesn't look like there's much else to look at here. Let's take a look in the City Watch barracks. Ooh, statue of Durgar the Just. Sure, let's investigate. This recently erected statue depicts a paladin with a stern, almost accusatory expression on his face. The terse inscription merely provides a list of Durgar's titles. Durgar the Just, Croamark of Westgate 1368, Champion of Tyr, Stalwart Protector of the Laws of our city. Okay. Well, let's go in here. Take a look at the city guard here. Why not? See if there's anything going on in here. Captain Finish. Excuse me.
Speak if you must. Just don't make me read anything. I'm up to my eyeballs in paperwork. The council must have me mistook for one of their bureaucrats.
What council are you talking about?
The Merchant Council, what else? First they underfund the watch, then they bury us in forms and processes. I'm going blind reading all their small print. Westgate would be better off with a king, just like in the old days. Maybe old King Veravan wasn't perfect, but he never would have allowed the Night Mass to run roughshod over the city. Who are you anyway? Are you here for a reason, or do you just like wasting people's time?
What can you tell me about the Night Masts?
I could tell you a lot if I had the time. I don't. So unless you have something to tell me, why don't you be off?
Okay then. Anything else in here? This guard seems to be dancing and singing. Something I can help you with, citizen? Where's your captain? Captain Finish? Oh, he's around here somewhere. He's a dwarf, so he's easy to miss, especially when he's sitting behind his desk. I always listen for the sound of grumbling when I want to find him. Anything else you need? Is there something wrong with your foot? You seem to be hobbled. It's my ankle, actually. I've turned it trying to chase down a pickpocket. I've been forced to keep to the barracks ever since, and between you and me, it's driving me mad. Why don't you get a priest to fix you up? I got a priest of Lathander to cast a healing spell on it, but it still torments me. It's like the bones are jumbled around. I
I fear I'll be plagued by this forever.
I'll bet that makes it hard to dance. Doesn't it, Dimples?
I mean, what makes you think that I'm this Dimples person? I mean, Dimples? What kind of a name is that? I'm a respectable member of the City Watch. Yeah. Oh, what's the use? You got me, citizen. I'm Dimples the dancer, all right, though that dancer part no longer applies now that I've twisted my ankle. I'm just a plain old member of the City Watch now, and a gimpy one at that.
Why didn't you tell Marv what happened?
Because I didn't know how to explain it without telling him I was with the City Watch. I never told Marv or anyone else about my day job. I knew their customers wouldn't like the idea of a law enforcer constantly in their midst. I suppose it doesn't really matter now. I guess I just can't bear the thought of telling Marv and the others. They might think of it as betrayal.
Let me try to fix your ankle.
Nope, that's no better. Thanks for trying, though.
Without a healing kit, there's nothing you can do for the woman. Unfortunate. And I have no skill in healing. Literally 0. So there's not really anything I can do. Not unless I get a better one. Or have healing abilities. We'll leave her be for now, but maybe we'll come back. Unfortunate. And we used up all the healing kits we had. None of them worked. Oh well. We tried. We'll keep her in mind. Looks like the only place we have left is actually the Temple of Lathander here. Temple of the Morning Lord. So, let's go in.
Unholy incompetence! That imbecile! What a... Whoa, just a second there, you! Yeah, I mean you! You weren't thinking of going into the temple, were you? If so, I regret to inform you that Lathander's standards seem to be slipping lately. There's naught but cowards and tongue-waggers left. You look far too competent to waste any time with that buffoon.
Who are you?
What? Oh, the niceties. Right, I forgot. The name's Charissa Maernos, priestess of Tyr, at your service. And you are?
Ah, fellow follower of Tyr. Aluith Narakan, nice to meet you.
Likewise. Anyway, as I was saying, I'd steer clear of the Lathanderites and their resident idiot. At least if you've a mind to accomplish much.
What idiot?
Opig, or as the people of this wretched temple know him, the glorious Morning Lord. I swear, Lathander must be right proud of that one. Oh yes, the Honorable Morning Lord Opig. He represents everything I hate about organized religion. He spouts big promises about cleaning up the city, but he does little. Believe me when I say that Opig will give you no meaningful help.
Just a moment. How can a priestess hate organized religion?
Because all too often it's fake. This may come as a shock to you, but for some religious authorities, they've become so rich from the tithes they steal from their followers that they can no longer imagine the thought of work, sacrifice, or honor. But I've no patience for them. If there is evil to confront, then get to it. And if you don't, or if you won't, then to all the 9 hells with you.
I can't say much about stealing tithes, but pragmatism is sometimes a good thing.
It's just that kind of weak-kneed prattle that allows evil to flourish. I swear, if I hear one more docile sheep bleat on about diplomacy and pragmatism, I think I'm going to vomit. But before we proceed too far down this path, tell me, what brings you to Westgate?
Tell her about the cursed mask and your attempt to infiltrate the night masks.
I see. I too seek to infiltrate the night masks. Actually, the night masks are only a means to an end. In truth, I seek a man named Pharaoh Sneed, an old pirate captain who I have a bit of history with. If anyone will be able to point me in the right direction, it is they. For now, it seems our paths align. so I propose an alliance. I shall aid you in uncovering the truth of this cursed mask, and you shall aid me in locating Captain Sneed. What say you?
What skills do you have?
Are you stupid? I'm a battle priestess of Tyr. Surely that has been clear before now. Anyway, the skills are self-evident. Now, what say you?
I say you are quite full of yourself, but I wouldn't mind having a healer. I agree to your proposal.
Excellent. Then let us start at once.
Indeed. So, battle priestess. Let me guess.
Evil
Cleric?
beware.
Yep,
I am
level
in
8
charge
cleric.
now.
You have... Okay, you have a mix of things that could work out. I think we'll be fine.
Yes. What is it?
Greetings in the name of Tyr.
So, what did you need? What brought you to Tyr? My path to Tyr was anything but a straight line. You see, I was left to the tender mercies of the Watadavian streets when I was only 12, and my only chance to survive was to initiate myself into one of the great churches. For a while, I was a follower of Mater, though their never-ending preaching about sacrifice and pain really chapped me. Enduring pain is one thing, but only if you're giving some of it back, you know. So after a particularly loud argument with one of the pain-bearers, they threw me out of the church. Good riddance, I say. Anyway, I tried Lathander, Mistra, Torm, and Helm, but it was Tyr that really sang to me. There's something about delivering justice to scumbags that really pumped my blood. I guess the priests all recognized that, and it was obvious from the beginning that my understanding of theology was never going to set the world on fire. So they shoved a hammer in my hand, packed me off to train a couple of years with the Silver Scales, that's a local order of paladins affiliated with the church, and then sent me out into the world to hand out beatings to those who needed them. So is there something else you needed? Tell me about Tyr. What's there to tell that's not readily known? He's the god of justice, and he stands for courage, duty, and honor. Anything more than that, you'll have to ask a theologian. I'm afraid I spent more of my time in seminary thinking up ways to sleep while looking awake than actually learning any of this stuff. Who had time for that dull tripe? So is there something else you needed? Yeah, I think you'd be better as a fighter than a cleric. I mean, just from the idea. Anyway, you've got Shield of the Maimed God, Wrath of Tyr. Okay, full plate. Mayornos family crest. This amulet bears the crest of Sharissa's noble Watadavian family. It's a beautiful piece of work, and there is something about it that gives its wearer an almost regal bearing, regardless of how shabby the other clothing may look. Charissa cautiously tells you that it once belonged to her mother, but says little else about it. Charisma bonus. Wrath of Tyr. Tersias, Wrath of Tyr, is the sibling to the more powerful hammers called Ulheiron, Mercy of Tyr, and Bithialaras, Wisdom of Tyr. All three hammers were forged together in commemoration of the ascension of the Valjevo dynasty in the Kingdom of Flan in the year 750 DR, and if one is somehow able to wield all three at once, they become an unstoppable force. Unfortunately, the last person who tried ended up losing half of his teeth when he tried to swing it. Eventually, the three were recovered by the Temple of Tyr in Waterdeep and given in turn to those warriors who ventured into the world to combat Tyr's enemies. Charissa claims that Pierre Guiron of Waterdeep himself gave her this hammer, and thanks to her defeat of a coven of Malorite druids that were inflicting the Ardeep forest, saying it was the one that most fit her temperament. Oh, that's her story anyway, and she's sticking to it. +1 enhancement bonus, and a bonus of 1 divine damage. Only usable by good. She's good? Oh boy. And Shield of the Maimed God. Sturdy and well-balanced, Charissa's shield is etched around its edges with holy runes and symbols relating to the mysteries of Tyr, the Maimed God. A very real divine protection radiates from it. Okay. Good there. We'll definitely speak with Obid soon. But at least we have another companion. Gee, if only we had her when we were dealing with those spiders, I'm sure she would have helped a lot. I'm walking out because I want to see if her healing abilities will actually be able to help here. Although I doubt it. Wait a second, I have Lay on Hands. Why wouldn't that have worked? Do we actually need to have some ability with healing? Yeah, I can't do anything without the healing kit. I need to keep my eyes open for one. A good one, too. I have no healing. Unfortunate. Well, that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, because it has gone on about long enough, I think. Sure, we have like 4 minutes, but that's not enough to get involved with what I think is going to be the main quest. So, next episode, we'll go speak with Obid Teltas and see if anything can come of it. But that'll be in the next episode, so until then, I'm Cheswick44. That is Aloeth Naraken, Renara Mantides, and Charissa Mamos. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mysteries of Westgate, and I shall see you all next time.